Strange. Whatever. What the? It's his freedom, and he gets kicked out of his house.
Yes.
And he goes and he makes his own house. He goes and makes his own house on the beach.
It's funny because the first scene we see of him, in case we haven't said it before, he's a master carpenter.
He is.
And this is clear when he actually builds his actual house. But the first thing we see, the first thing we get is he has assembled sticks together and tied them at the top. And that's what he put together as his shelter for while he builds his house. I'm not sure what he thinks it's going to do for him, other than be like an assemblage of sticks in a circle. It's like a cone shape. There's gaps. There's nothing blocking the wind. I don't know what the plan there was. But
Also, side note, why he's a robot? He's got joints and creases and like things that can easily fill up with sand and salt water. Why is he living on the beach?
That's a really good point. I didn't think of that one.
Why is he living? He's gonna rust. I don't know what he's made of actually, but that's gotta be problems. That's gotta be problems.
Can't imagine it's not a problem. It's not sealed.
No, he's got seams, obvious seams all over.
Yeah, he has a thing that comes out for the plug to get plugged into the wall.
Exactly.
How's that gonna work?
Why did he choose there? Anyway.
It's picturesque.
Anyway.
He does.
With the final cleaning up of the dining room, the stage is made ready for new actors or for your return.
I would have preferred, I think you said this, we would have preferred for there not to have been a family and for it to have just been Sam Neill and Andrew and not to have had to deal with this whole like daughters and mom. And
I wouldn't have minded if the wife had been there.
Yeah.
But just sort of like as a background character. And then after Sam Neill dies, we just watch as Andrew takes care of her for the rest of her life.
That'd been fine.
Right?
Yeah, I'd have been fine with that.
I would have been fine with that movie. And then we would have been like, oh, he does love the family. And that would have been it. We could have had a nice movie where Sam Neill is like, we don't have kids, so this robot sort of is kind of like a surrogate son. That could have been a good angle.
And I want to point out, it still deals with heavy topics like freedom and like social relationships and exchanges and, you know, like there's still heavy things in there.
If Sam Neill didn't have those 2 kids, I would have been talking about the fact that Sam and Robin's dynamic in the movie is a father-son dynamic. Yeah. Way more. He has more of a dynamic with this robot than he does his own 2 kids, barring the wedding scene. Like,
yeah.
I'm so mad.
This is another of the housekeeping tasks we don't worry about when dining at the hotel.